Faith and spirituality have historically played powerful roles in people's lives, and that remains true even today. In the age of the internet, it's not surprising that people around the world are looking for wisdom and guidance in traditions and practices that may originate thousands of miles away. Cross-cultural communication has allowed various beliefs to grow and flourish wherever there is genuine interest. Tibetan Buddhism in particular has benefited this ongoing dialogue, as its wealth of profound insights and spiritual leadership have become accessible to people around the world. One of the people leading this cross-cultural dialogue and sharing spiritual wisdom freely is His Holiness Dzogchen Khenpo Choga Rinpoche, a Buddhist spiritual leader, teacher, and scholar. He's a professor of the Dzogchen Sri Singha University, spiritual leader of Dzogchen Sri Singha International, founder of the Dzogchen Sri Singha Dharma Centers, and director of Dzogchen Sri Singha International charitable organizations, and spends much of his time traveling and spreading the Dharma around the world. Many of his students are working professionals seeking answers to difficult questions, and he's known for his lucid and detailed, yet humorous teaching style. Khenpo Choga Rinpoche considers spreading the ancient wisdom tradition of authentic Buddhism his life's work, as many have found great fulfillment and wisdom in the time-tested teachings. He is a 33rd generation holder of the Dzogchen lineage, which means he carries an unbroken tradition of nearly 3,000 years out into the world every day. By training practitioners, leading workshops and retreats, and teaching courses, he's contributing to the cultural dialogue that has the potential to bring all of humanity closer together, and closer to wisdom. Our relative goal and vision is nothing less than the transformation of this world into an enlightened pure land of true happiness where all beings are liberated from fear and suffering, His Holiness explains. We envision a world of harmony and love, where nonviolence is the universal standard, disease and hunger are eradicated, and societies thrive in ethical conduct and moral dignity. As a 33rd generation holder of his Buddhist lineage, Khenpo Choga Rinpoche is carrying forward a tradition rooted in the original teachings of Buddha Shakyamuni, which center around wisdom and compassion. He trained from early childhood to prepare for his role, learning from 42 Buddhist masters, the Dzogchen Sri Singha 5 Sciences University, and continuous modern daily studies in order to teach Dharma most effectively. He meditated for 7 years in the mountains of Tibet, under difficult conditions, reciting millions of mantras and mastering many of the meditation practices that he now passes on to students. Bringing such a rich tradition, known for being both spiritually and intellectually rigorous, to modern students comes with unique challenges. While some of those challenges are new, others are rooted in older events. For example, the Cultural Revolution significantly hampered the practice of Tibetan Buddhism until the 1980s, when Deng Xiaoping reopened religious freedom in Tibet. The resulting renaissance in the tradition came quickly, but did not immediately spread. His Holiness Rootmaster, Khenpo Pentse Rinpoche, set His Holiness on the global path to correct that. I systematically and strategically teach to ensure that I decrease negative thinking while not disturbing anyone's mind, culture, or religion, not disturbing any society, His Holiness says. Without disturbing anyone, I simultaneously work to decrease their negative thinking, negative karma, negative conduct, negative attitudes, and negative actions, as well as worry, fear, anxiety, and suffering. The oceanic vastness of Buddhist teachings makes them difficult to translate and spread to the people of the world. Put simply, it's just extremely difficult to learn everything while also dealing with the realities of daily modern life. To address that, His Holiness has dedicated himself to scientifically researching which of the teachings are best suited to his work. The most suitable, portable, applicable, and practical Buddhist principles for modern life are the ones given focus. The result is a straightforward teaching portfolio: mindfulness meditation, recollection, various yoga mediations based on the 3 precepts, and Dharma. My core Dharma teaching centers on renunciation and compassion, faith and love, wisdom and awareness, guiding every being toward enlightenment and Buddhahood, he explains. I also teach the 4 Noble Truths, the 6 Paramitas, the Eightfold Noble Path, and the 12 Interdependent Principles, among many other foundational teachings. These ancient principles remain extraordinarily relevant today because they address the fundamental nature of the human mind and the universal laws of happiness and suffering. The connected age of today is one that brings religions and cultures closer than ever before, but that also comes with the burden of rapid spreading social unrest, rumors, ill news, and strife. As cultures, ethnicities, religions, and traditions come closer and communicate more continuously, the laws, regulations, and customs meld and clash to create a multitude of nuanced contexts for learning. As a traveling spiritual leader and teacher, Khenpo Choga Rinpoche needs to consider all of these factors to perform his role effectively, and it's been a source of constant learning for him. His students did not grow up and live in the same contexts he did, and so his teaching must adapt, and with students eagerly learning from the United States, to India, to Europe, and beyond, it's clearly striking a chord. This diversity of experience has confirmed that the Dharma's essential truths transcend cultural boundaries while requiring thoughtful presentation, he says. What works in one context may not resonate in another, not because the teaching is different, but because people receive it differently. Learning to read these differences and respond skillfully has made my teaching more precise and effective than it would have been otherwise. In order to optimize his teachings for modern international audiences, His Holiness has developed the Dzogchen Buddha Path. The Dzogchen Buddha Path is an organization built to continue the lineage carried by Khenpo Choga Rinpoche onward in a way accessible and functional for today's students. The organization offers a number of programs both online and in person. For example, the Internet Teaching and Training Program is designed to make the authentic Dharma teachings accessible to students worldwide, from qualified teachers. The authenticity is key. Untrue teachings, or teachings modified for convenience, are both unacceptable and ineffective. In our lineage and system, there is a strict and unwavering guideline that prohibits adding or removing even a single principle, idea, or syllable from the teachings of Buddha, His Holiness explains. No changes, alterations, or fabrications of any kind can be made to the original Dharma teachings of our Supreme Guide Buddha Shakyamuni. What we adapt is not the teaching itself, but how we present it, which aspects we emphasize, and how we make it accessible. The essence remains exactly as pure and authentic as it was during the time when Lord Buddha himself was living in this world.